guys, Lemmy here. Welcome back to another art video. Today I am drawing Linkle from the 3DS game Hyrule Warriors Legends. And when I first saw Linkle, I was just terribly confused. I was like, is it supposed to be a Link? And is it what? And it turns out that it is not Link and it's not Link's sister. It's just some girl who happens to have a mighty similar name, and her grandmother told her she was going to be a hero and gave her the compass around her neck. Now this is based off of me never playing this game before because it's coming out today. But this is the information I've gathered. She doesn't really know where she's going. She gets lost very easily. She wants to be a hero. I'm guessing she looks up to Link because look at her outfit. But the compass doesn't really exactly seem to help her, does it? Because she seems to go the wrong way all the time in all of the cutscenes that I looked up for references. So that's a little bit about Linkle. She seems really cute, and I really want to try playing as her because I've seen some kind of like game footage where the guy's playing as her, and she just looks really super cool with her twin crossbows. So I was like, that's really awesome. I'm going to draw a picture of her just because she seems like a really cool character. And once again, I'm super big fan of Hyrule Warriors. I'm so happy that the game is coming out today. Yeah, it's been a long time. They keep pushing back the release date, so it's almost time for me to play it. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, I will be playing it, but yeah. So how I wanted to draw Linkle here is I wanted to make sure that her hood was up, and I also wanted to make sure that the twin crossbows were both in the picture. I drew this picture a whole bunch of times because I didn't really know what I wanted her to be doing. And then I settled with this picture because she looks surprised that something's happening and she's going to grab her crossbow. So I just thought, I don't know, I liked it. I thought that this was good compared to the other ones I was doing, which were like a whole bunch of different messes with perspective and like movement and stuff, and I just thought that this one showed off her outfit a little bit more, and yeah, so I kind of went with this one. Anyway, so I lined it using my Copic multi-liners, and I used the colored multi-liners because I wanted to try to get sort of a lineless sort of look to this picture. And I also used my Micron, Sakura Micron colored liners in sepia for the dark brown spots. So then when I went into color, I used Copic markers and my Sakura Jelly Roll in white to add some highlights and everything, and I was really pleased with how it looked with just having a white background, but there's just something about a white background that just looks so empty, and it just makes me feel like I didn't try hard enough. So I forced myself to put in a background. Like, I liked it as white, but it just also bothered me. So how I put in the background was I wanted to put in something really simple, as in like pastel-y colors, because I wanted Linkle to kind of come forward, and I didn't want the background to distract the viewer. So how I did that was I made a whole bunch of blobby trees in the background with pastel blues, and yeah, when the trees are closer to her, they're darker, and the farther away they are, the lighter they get. And I also added some plants and flowers close to her feet to kind of like plant her in this little world. And because it was blue, I got this really cold feeling from the picture. And I didn't want to include any other colors because I didn't want it to distract from the main character of the picture, like I said. So I decided that I would go with a cold environment. So how I portrayed that was that I used some chalk pastel, and I kind of cut up with some sandpaper, and I shaved off some white chalk pastel, and I used that to add some white to the picture, and also I used my Sakura jelly roll to add kind of like some snowy bits to the picture, but I also used a blue-green chalk pastel to add some fogginess to the picture. So you'll see towards the end I'm going around the edges with that blue pastel. And then to kind of tie it all together, what I did was I used my corner cutter and I rounded out the edges, but I also added white jelly roll around the edges that I rounded out. So it looked like almost you're looking through a cold window, and how it gets those little white pieces in the corner. It's kind of weird to explain. I guess that's the coldest part of the window. I'm not really good at explaining things, but that's kind of how I reinforced that the background was a cold place. And I'm sure if I knew I was going to make this a cold picture, I would have colored it differently. But it just kind of turned out to be that way. So she's very vibrant and she really stands out against the background, and I do like the picture. But if I was really super trying to go for a cold picture, I would have used a lot more blues in the character itself to put her inside the environment that I drew. So that's about it for this picture. I hope that you guys like it, and let me know if you're getting the game too and what you guys think of it. I cannot wait to play it, and obviously this video was made in advance because I can't just put together the video the day of, but I'm really excited. So I guess I'll talk to you guys next week for another art video. Take care, and yeah, talk to you real soon. Okay, bye!